Greetings everyone, Precious the New Jamaican here. In this video we're going to be sharing with you some of our final little touches that we decided to do with the house. We are not by any means at this point in the video complete with the house, but we are really getting there. We're putting some finishing touches in, and it's really beginning to look like a house, so enjoy. So starting with our internet choice, we went with Starlink. That there you see a picture of it there. That's the dish and the wall mount, and that is the router. Um, I am showing you here, that's Raymond showing, I had to take a picture of the Starlink. We ended up having some issues. We just, by chance, we had an equipment failure. Starlink corrected it straight away. We had to show them the whole dish, the back of the dish, the cables and all that, and sent that information on to them. They corrected it, got us some new equipment, and everything is up and running great. Now, we did not go with Flow. We were always told that in this area, Flow works better than Digicel. Neither one of them work very well, particularly in this area. Digicel probably does, in the end, work better when it comes to cell phones than Flow, at least in this area. It's not worth the money. It's not worth spending money on something that you're not going to get proper service for. So we decided to go with Starlink. Now, the cost of Starlink is approximately 60,000 Jamaican dollars. That's for the kit itself, which is the router and the dish. If you need any other additional accessories, like choosing a different mount, we had to choose the long arm mount because of the way our roof is. That would be an additional cost. If you want some kind of different Ethernet cable, so forth and so on, that's additional. The monthly fee is about 7,000 Jamaican dollars, so you're probably not going to be spending any more using Starlink than you would if you got Flow. So I would recommend it. I highly recommend it. So far, except for that little glitch that we had, it has worked great. We have no complaints. Again, 60,000 Jamaican dollars on the onset for the equipment, and about 7,000 Jamaican dollars a month for your monthly bill. So regarding lighting the house, we went with ceiling fans throughout the house, but we also have wired the house, or rather each bedroom, for air conditioners in the future. We got all of our ceiling fans. We shipped them in from stateside, and we did get some of our lights from that we shipped in that we ordered whilst here. But we also got some of our lights from right here in Jamaica, either from Active or from Dunn's Electrical. There are plenty good choices here for really nice lights and lighting shades. So Dunn's Electrical and Active. The lights in our hallways and the lights that are over our island, those came from Active. The lights in our utility room and of our dining room and in our bathrooms, those came from Dunn's Electrical. So yes, you do have some choices here. Some pretty good choices too. And like I said earlier, this is our veranda. We do have a ceiling fan there, and there's lighting there, and you see lighting around the property at the entry doors, for the living room, the dining room, the master bedroom, and the back door as well. There's also some lighting on the carport. So we decided to do an outdoor kitchen and a shower. Nothing terribly fancy, but we do like to do a little spent a lot of time outdoor and on the veranda. And we also, so we wanted to be able to do something where we can cook outside and grill outside and whatnot. We have the shower there. We want to be able to use that so that when we are you're in the pool, right before you get in and out of the pool, you have some place to shower off. Part of this area is also where our pool equipment will be kept. This is just walking towards the shower area. I got it all fenced off, so that's our shower. So I believe I mentioned before that our cabinets were done by the same company who did our doors. That's Ron's Designs and Joinery in Portland. They suggested that we go with a little color because, yes, believe it or not, we were going to make all our cabinets white as well. But they suggested a little color, and we decided on the blue for our island and the greenish for our cabinets underneath the our lower cabinets. And so that's the island. And we decided to do concrete countertops for our kitchen and our bathrooms. Kind of a rugged, we have a rugged, elegant look to our house. And that's the countertop for the island being done. We went with the white countertop there, and for the countertop around the cabinets, we went with a gray. Now that looks black when they put the color in, but it did turn gray, as you can see there. It turned gray. So, in order to do our countertops, we used a forms that we got from a company called Concrete Countertop Solutions. You can create your own forms for your countertops with wood or whatever, but to take the guesswork out of everything, we went with Concrete Countertop Solutions, made everything easy, and just went from there. So now on to our nearly finished bathrooms. This is the guest bathrooms all sealed up. You see our little garden area there. Gives you the feeling of showering outside. There's a screen that will be covering the top of that, so it's not just open. But yes, that's and that is the the vanity from Ron's Designs for the second bathroom, and this is the shower for the master bath and the vanity for the master bath. And we have to put the countertops on there, and that's our nice little tub for our in the primary bathroom. And testing everything. It's pretty good. This is just a quick video. This is the office slash third bedroom. That we just pull stuff in from the veranda, but you can get to the veranda from here. This is the second or the main bathroom for the house. We have to put in the sink, and we're not finished with the vanities. It's just a linen closet, but that's what that is. This is the second bedroom, which Althea, one of our helpers, seems to like this bedroom better. Just doing the kitchen, not quite done, but got the cabinets in, most of it, and we got to do a little more tiling, and the stove is gonna go there, the fridge gonna go there, the sink there, of course. That closet room there is like our linen closet, whatever. Not linen closet. Yes, this is the living room, dining room area. This leads out to the pool. This, and this is the master, and that leads out to the swimming pool as well. And this is the master bath. And of course, we're not quite finished, but we will be in a couple of days. That's the house. Well, folks, at this point, have actually moved in, and yes, we still have work to do. But I just wanted to go ahead and just add it to this video. I was going to do this at a different time, but I thought, what better time than the present? So this is us coming, this is me coming up, walking up to the veranda. As you saw in the previous shot, the swimming pool is not complete, and it's going to take a minute for us to complete that a few months out, but that's our view. And this is me coming onto the veranda out. Just the same thing from a different angle. That's all. That's part of our view there. See the mountains in the distance, the valley down below. Indeed, you see our outdoor kitchen. And the pond is not complete either. We're going to have to make some other decisions with respect to the pond, but we'll deal with that later. And this is our third bedroom slash office. That's a sleeper sofa there. See the little butterfly there? We have that's an unfinished painting that Remy's working on. We are going to expand on this bookcase. It was originally supposed to be much bigger than this, but that's a whole nother issue with IKEA. But we are going to expand on that bookcase. And we still have pictures and whatnot that we have to put on the walls throughout the house, not just in the office. We don't want to clutter the walls with pictures and whatnot, but we do have some other things that we have to hang. And you can see from this room, you can reach the veranda from the office. We shipped all of our furniture in, as you all know. And I said that was probably not the best thing to do because it was such a hassle and it ended up being so expensive. You're going to make the best decision for you. I was very upset that we had done that after the hassle that we went through. But I'll tell you what, now I'm glad that after having built this house, the last thing I would want to do is have to try and furnish it. So now I'm glad that's behind us and we have everything that we need for the house. This is our second bedroom. Just nice, simple furnishings. Again, there are some things that we have to put up, hang up. But this is about it that we're going to do for this room with respect to hanging anything on the walls. But who knows? We'll see. Yeah, so again, you're just going to make the best decision for you when it comes to deciding whether to ship your items in or go ahead and just try and try and find the things that you need after you move here. You run the risk of not getting the things you really want if you wait and buy them here, but shipping is a hassle. And I don't know, I'm still a bit on the fence as to whether that's the best route to take, but you're going to make the best decision for you. And here's the kitchen. You see the island and the little pantry there. We got a little wine rack there, as well as the cabinets. The colors look really good. We picked those colors out. I was glad Ron Design talked us out of doing all white. That would have been bad. Remy did the backsplash. You see our ceilings are very high, so we need another extender for our kitchen hood. And but otherwise, it's good. It looks good. Everything turned out okay. The open floor plan makes it look it's so easy to have like parties or whatever, just to communicate with in the kitchen. And there's the dining area and the living room area, leading right out to the veranda, so we can open up those doors nice and wide. The breeze is unbelievable with the doors being able to be open wide and actually the openings at the top of the doors still allowing airflow to come through. You can see that right there, still allowing airflow to come through if we have the doors closed. Of course, those can close as well, but it looks good. You see, it's open, it's a small house, but it's not cluttered at all. It looks really good and it feels great. It feels great to be in the house. As I said before, we still have to put some more things on the wall. It won't be all cluttered with stuff. I don't think you should put it have your walls just filled with stuff. But we do still have some things we want to put up, and some changes that have to be made to the house. But yeah, and here is the main bathroom. Again, still some work that needs to be done in here. So, and it feels really good to shower there. On there's a screen there. I don't think you can tell from there, but there's a screen there. It is not open, so critters can't just crawl in and birds can't fly in and all that. But yeah, it's nice. And finally, here is the primary suite. You can reach the swimming pool from the primary suite. And of course, it also has, it's a suite, so it has its own ensuite bathroom. And here we are. This is it. So I guess the house is somewhat different, or the design is somewhat different than what you often see in Jamaica. And again, guys, we still have work to do on some of the furnishings and all that, but we had someone to ask us whether this was a house or a villa. A villa is a house, right? Well, I don't know what that meant. I guess it was just different. So he was trying to figure out maybe he was asking us if we were going to Airbnb it or something. I don't know. But yeah, so anywho, I thought that was kind of funny. So we're going into the primary bath, and we have our nice tub there. You see that big cocoa plant? We did not plant that. There's one in the main bathroom as well. It also wasn't there when we were building the house or building the stone wall, so it just showed up. But it looks good, so we left it there. And that's the primary bath. Really, really nice. Really, I won't say it was fun building this house, you all, and I don't think we have the energy to do this again. But that's the house. That's it. That's house. That's the house. We're here. We're in it. It's finished, sort of. Well, initially at the beginning of the video, I was saying that the house is nowhere near finished at this point, and then later on decided to show you where we currently are. Just put it all together. But the house is still not 100% complete, which is not unusual. Since we have moved in, we've had to, continue to work on the house. When we moved in, gosh, guys, we only had one sink, and that was the sink in the utility room. We had not completed the bathrooms. Believe it or not, they're still not quite complete. We had not completed the kitchen, which still needs some finishing touches as well. But we are in. We have some other things to finish, like the pond. We'll talk about that a little later. The swimming pool. And we're actually going to increase our solar system. As it turns out, the system is fine, but it's not quite as big as what we need it to be. So we're going to expand on that. We're going to get an additional battery, and I think I said that in a previous video. But we're also going to get an additional inverter, on some additional solar panels. So make it a nice big system that can handle anything we put out on it. But we do have to complete the pool, the swimming pool. We're going to have to wait a few months to do that because we are in the summertime, and but that's the hurricane season. It's been somewhat rainy. We have to wait until it's a little dry to finish that. The pond. Raymond worked so hard on this pond, but I don't think the pond is going to work. Truth be told, I was a little skeptical about the pond in the beginning. But as it turns out, we live in an area that has tons of birds, all types of birds. If you like bird watching, this is the area for you. I take my monoculars and binoculars, and I just bird watch. There are all types of different species of birds. In fact, a neighbor was telling me at some points of the year you hear like pew pew. They be shooting the birds, you all, but whatever. Um, but that being said, the pond, we were going to put all types of fish in it, and fish that eat mosquito larvae. But these birds have been over here looking in this pond trying to eat whatever is in there. If we put any fish in there, they will not survive. These birds are going to eat them up. So we're going to have to do something else with that. If you got some ideas, let me know. I don't know. I was thinking of maybe making it into a nice, big, pretty garden, flowers and different veggies or what I don't know. We'll have to think of something. But that pond, that's not gonna work. Um, uh, we'll come up with that. Yeah, but if you have some suggestions, let us know. We will gladly take them in and consider them. And or any ideas for like if we decide to go with like a big giant size garden for right there. Any suggestions on how we should make that happen? Let us know. We'll gladly listen. Tell me what you think. What do you think of the house? Was it worth it? Would you do this? I know some of you are doing this. I know some of you are just going to move and plan on purchasing land and building your own home. I would love to hear your journey because this was not fun. This was not fun. Oh man. Wow. We do not have the energy to do this again. I tell you what, if we decided that we were going to get a different house or say we came into a whole bunch of money, bruh, we would not build a house. I just don't have the energy for that. I don't even, I guess, well, I'm not going to say it wasn't worth it, but we're so happy to be here. We're so happy to finally be in the house and see the plan come to fruition. To see it, what Raymond put on paper actually came into fruition, came became real. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience, but we're still kind of in it. So if you sense any kind of like, oh man, that's because we're still kind of in it. But I'm happy that this is over. I'm happy that I can finally sit down on my veranda and just chill, you know? Gosh. Anywho, but that's it. Tell me what you think. I hope you have enjoyed this journey. I know there have been huge gaps, but that's because it was difficult to constantly film and to put out content about the house and about the whole process because it's such a long, slow, tedious process. So, um, again, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It has been quite an eye opening experience. Learned a lot. And in the end, we are overall happy and joyful. Now we can almost start to live. I say it like that because I almost feel like our lives were on hold whilst trying to build this house. But anywho, that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna cut this off right now. I'm going to be sharing with you some other experiences here and us getting our whole garden together. We planted all types of fruit trees, and we're going to expand on our whole garden experience. I'm going to share that share those experiences with you all. Leave any comments down below. Share the video, subscribe to the channel. I will be putting out more content, and I will see you all soon. And thank you for all of your support, and your views, and your love, and your encouragement, and your advice. And Thank you again. Thank you so much. Peace. I will see you soon.